Continuing now with Senator John McCain. I spoke with him a few hours ago. Gas prices are the big deal.
Yep.
You say suspend Memorial Day to Labor Day, the federal gas tax. I say sounds good on paper, but the oil companies will run in, and whatever you suspend, 43 cents, 45 cents, they'll raise it 45 cents because nobody is watching the American oil companies. They can do what they want. They're exploiting the war on terror. They're exploiting the world's uncertainty. They're gouging the consumer. I believe this. We've investigated this so that your solution is going to enrich the oil companies.
Bill, I'm sure that we would keep an eye on the oil companies.
I think now. They're Bush isn't now.
No, they are brazen in some respects. I will certainly. There's been speculation. There's been all kinds of things that have happened as the price of oil has gone up. But two things. One is we would obviously keep a very close eye on that. But second of all, it's just a little temporary relief. It's just a little relief for low-income Americans.
People.
Who drives the furthest and who drives the oldest cars? The lowest-income people in America.
Listen, in theory, I'm fine with it. But in Illinois, they tried it. And the oil companies came right in, bang, and they took the money.
But don't you think that we could keep an eye on the oil companies in this
the Bush administration's not keeping an eye on them now.
Well, I'm talking about if we had the holiday. If we had the holiday, every one of us, including you, would be checking the price of a gallon of gas every day. They have the power of public opinion. But let's just give people a little relief.
Let's be honest. Both parties sold out the American people on energy. Both the Republicans and the Democrats. You've been in the Senate 21 years. Come on. There's no alternative energy system, and there's nothing under development until maybe a year ago. Clinton Gore didn't do anything. They didn't do anything on global warming. They didn't do it bupkis. So the American people have a right to be angry. You know, why has it gone up? Why has a gallon of gas gone up $1 in the last 4 weeks? Do you know?
I think it's because of one fundamental problem, and that is that you have a cartel that controls virtually all of the world's oil supply.
OPEC.
And they obviously can set the price of oil just at the highest level that'll sustain it. And second of all, the United States of America must become independent, first of Middle Eastern oil, and then...
It's going to take a while because we didn't do anything for the last 3 decades.
I agree that we have not done enough. And I agree that we have to act. And I agree that it has to be our nation's #1 priority. We're sending over $400 billion a year to countries that don't like us very much and to terrorist organizations.
You voted against ANWR drilling. You voted against ANWR drilling.
And I'll vote against drilling if they want to drill in the Grand Canyon. And I'll vote against it if they want to drill in the Everglades. And I will try to make it more attractive for Florida and California and other states to have drilling off their coasts. But I'm not going to force them to.
But because nobody lives there. Come on,
nobody lives there. It's pristine beauty.
So what?
Well,
who sees it?
All I do is believe that we have to preserve some of the great natural treasures of this earth, no matter where they are, my friend. And
you know, a lot of people aren't going to like that.
I know a lot of people don't like it, but I am also an environmentalist, and so was Teddy Roosevelt, my hero. And I believe that there are just some things that you have to...
Hillary Clinton cited Teddy Roosevelt, too.
Well,
he's popular.
He happened to be a Republican
I know.
as well.
All right, the issue that's hurt you the most among conservatives is the immigration issue. You know that? In fact, you and I had a nice chat in May of 2001. I don't know if you remember that in Phoenix.
I tried to forget it.
Okay. And I hammered you. I hammered you. I told you, you got to crack down on the border. Yep. Your own state is getting overrun. I was right. Will you concede that?
I will concede that the American people want the border secured first.
Okay, but Arizona, your home state, has been punished by rampant illegal immigration. Economically, socially, in Maricopa County now, they're cracking down, probably too much, but the people are furious. Now, my question is this. It's a simple question. I asked this to Hillary Clinton as well. Sanctuary cities, San Francisco, Los Angeles, and on. Phoenix no longer. The mayor changed. Are harboring criminal illegal aliens. You know, there was an 18-year-old high school football star whose mother is serving in Iraq as a sergeant, murdered by a criminal illegal alien with a long rap sheet, let out of the L.A. County jail. ICE was never informed. The next president Senator, has to crack down on the sanctuary cities. Will you?
Obviously, I don't approve or would oppose sanctuary cities, but again, it's a larger problem, and that is our failure to carry out a federal responsibility to enact immigration reform. That means securing our borders first, a temporary worker program, which we need, that is associated with tamper-proof biometric documents. Anyone who doesn't have that is prosecuted. It works.
Okay.
And third of all, to address the issue of the 12 million people.
Health insurance, and again, here's the folks. They're going, I can't afford to go to the doctor.
Yep.
Barack Obama's going to give me, pay for my medical bills. Government's going to take it over. Everything's going to be swell.
Sure.
Mean guy McCain, he's not going to do that. Hey, I mean, it's a pretty attractive proposition having the government pay all the bills. You're not going to do it.
This is what the debate has got to be about. It's not the quality of health care in America, as you know. It's the highest quality. Go to any of the major health care. It's the cost and availability. Availability and affordability. Because there is no real restraint or incentives to keep costs down. And that's the real problem. We've got to have incentives. Look, if your employer, Fox, is paying your health insurance, you don't care how much it costs. If I give you $5,000 or a refundable tax credit, no matter what your income is, and say, find the health insurance policy of your choice.
I'll shop around.
Sure you will.
What you are proposing is complicated. What Obama is proposing is simple.
No.
He's going to take care of it. You're going to pick up the tab. You're going to give them $5 grand. They're going to shop around. I'm just pointing it out.
All I can say is I'm going to put health care choices in the hands of the family.
Of the family. You going to release your medical records?
Yes, yes.
When is that
very soon. I think a couple of weeks, a week or two, a week or so, yeah.
Are you and Webb, the senator from Virginia, going to be able to get together on this new GI Bill? Because we got to reward our military in Iraq and Afghanistan in the toughest theaters. We have to, health, education, and housing, we have to help them.
My proposal, and others, Senator Graham, Senator Burr, and others, is we'll place incentives for people to stay in the military.
The longer you stay, the more you get.
Yeah, the more you get, because we want people to stay in. And I believe we can sit down.
But are you guys going to work it out?
Sure. I certainly hope we can.
Okay, because I want to get this done quick.
Yes, sir. We have to increase the benefits for the men and women who are serving and motivate those to serve.
All right, now tomorrow we'll get into what many people believe is John McCain's strongest suit, the war on terror, and how to deal with our enemies abroad. There's also controversy in McCain's worldview, especially about waterboarding and coerced interrogation, and we'll get into that tomorrow.